fucked up about her. I'm just so fucked up about her. Alright, y'all tune into the If It's Dope Don't Fix It podcast. I'm your host, Pollock the King. I got a special guest co-host with me today. I am Gas Smash, definitely, man. He getting himself together right now. But I'd like to welcome our special guest. It's Empress Raw. How you doing?
Woo!
Okay.
I'm vibing. I'm live too right now.
MMG Empress Raw.
And
you know,
she brought Bel Air Rose with her.
Just in case. Yes.
Just in case y'all thought this shit was a fluke, we got the rosé. It's not the black bottle, but I don't know. It tastes just the same.
It's pink. It's actually nuts and black bottle and nuts.
So, we know you're not used to being on that side of the interview, you know. So I know you have your own podcast, which is Straight Raw. Can you tell us a little bit about your podcast?
Oh, well, for the people that don't know me, I go by the name of Wilhelmina Jones, aka Empress Raw, checking in. I'm an internet radio host, a brand ambassador for MMG, Bel Air, Rich Hair Care, pretty much anything Rick Ross has going on, MMG, like I help promote the brands. I did the digital marketing on his last album, Rather You Than Me. Also created untouchablemg.com and, you know, do social media work and stuff like that for the biggest boss.
Boss.
Yeah.
So, like, how I decided to start my podcast, you know, 2 years ago, I used to watch Combat Jack, I used to watch Snoop Dogg, GGN Network. So, like, what was it that you saw that made you say, you know what, I'm finna get into this, I'm finna try this out?
Well, basically with my show, I did actually start off as an artist. And
see what I'm saying?
I
We
said,
know it, we peeped it.
And I said, you know what? I said I wanted to create a platform because I felt like the people that I was coming up with, the artists that would be at the open mics and, you know, hustling, nobody was really interviewing them. You couldn't really get an interview on 99 Jams or, you know, the mainstream stations. So I said, I'm going to create my own way to where not only I'm going to break my own music, but I'm going to break everybody's music and I'm interviewing. But that's what I went to school for. I went to school for journalism and PR. I went to Georgia State. And I was
up
up
Georgia State. I got a homie, Kenya went to Georgia State.
Actually, I ended up at Georgia State because I had an internship with Outkast.
Okay.
So that's how I ended up staying up there, and that's how I got into the whole music industry, seeing the outs and ends of that, and, you know, being a performer first up there, and just seeing how you network and you build relationships. So once I graduated, I was like, man, I'm gonna come back home to Miami. You know, it's no place like home. And I said I want to do what I did in Atlanta in my hometown. So I came back home and we just built our own platforms. We wanted to perform. We set up our own shows. So you know, as we coming up though, we putting other people on. Like, you know, we wasn't looking for help as females. It was me and my dog. And we had like a little team, and, you know, we just wet the city up. So from that, I started getting frustrated. I'm like, you know, everybody want to take you on a date, everybody want to smash, everybody want to do this. So what can I do to avoid all that? I said, I'm gonna break my own music, nigga. What's up?
That right there.
So I jumped on the underground. Shout out to 89.1, and from there, I had built a following, and I was breaking my music. I was breaking other artists' music. I started interviewing everybody. Everybody started coming to the show. And then it's like Ross would even listen. Khaled, we tuned in. And this is me on the underground. So they have been hearing my name for like years.
Yeah.
And then, you know, with the times, the internet radio came up. So I started doing that. I was probably like one out of two people in Miami that had like an internet radio show like 4 years ago. So when I did that, it's just like my platform just kept building, and every artist that came through, I made them bring Bel Air. You feel me? So
Definitely, that's a
I
plus.
eventually promoted Bel Air so much that they had to,
Cut
send me
the check.
a case. They had to
Yeah.
send the case. So I just built that relationship with them, and then from doing that, it caught the attention of Ross, and he was like, "Who is this girl that got a show in my city?" Like he started paying attention to what I was doing, and he told me he'll be tuning in sometimes,
Yeah.
like check me out, and he felt like I had something, so that's how I ended up being with MMG. And he
That's
just
dope.
asked me what all I do. I'm like, I do social media stuff, marketing, branding, whatever. So I joined MMG in 2016.
Yeah.
And just, been going since then. I have my own website called straightraw.com. A
I was on there the
podcast.
other day.
Yeah, it needs to be updated.
It's still relatable content on there.
Right,
I was checking out one interview, what it was, fucking food and some other shit. You had, damn, what's the name of it? You had a red chick with glasses on the see, you don't even remember. You
I don't
remember
even
your
know,
own show.
but I have so much.
Yeah, you had a
going on.
lot of good content on there. And
I got a question though before we move a little further. This is probably like an irrelevant question though. Being a woman in in the male dominated field, how do you choose who to mess with and who not to mess with? Cause a man, when you put a man in that situation where people just own him, he gonna be like, you and you,
Mm-hmm.
who over some? You in the back, you on the left, you in the yellow. So what as a woman, what makes you say okay, well, I'm focused? Cause I couldn't be in that position. If I was a woman, I'd probably be a super slut or just have an attitude all the time. Cause I can imagine that though. You know what I'm saying? I have daughters and I school them on that. Make them be on you everywhere. You in Walmart trying to get your steak on.
Exactly.
You just
So
trying to
for
get
me,
some,
I grew up with 2 older brothers, so
Okay.
I already know niggas gonna run game, say whatever. But you gotta know that it's up to the female, so it's our choice. They could choose you, but you really choose them. You choose who you gonna fuck with. So that's something with you, just however you want to play it. But I can't say it's nothing. It just depends on the vibe and the connection and
Yeah, cause
stuff like
it's
that.
like a million men just all day. That shit like clockwork. I don't know
Right.
how women say no so much. It's crazy. You just constantly saying no.
I seen a post. Okay, it's all right. A female get hollered at, let's say 103 times a day.
Whew.
It's 30 days in a month.
That's a lot.
365 days in a
100
year.
and how many times a day?
103.
Nah.
And they say, all right, and you multiply that by.
Y'all see how niggas just be making stuff up about it don't be
I'm
this
just
serious. 'Cause
saying.
you know what? A lot of times y'all will be surprised. They do, it is some DMs and stuff here and there, but a lot of times guys be intimidated to talk to a female if they see them and they think
they got something going on.
they got something going on, or she got niggas, or so they wouldn't even try a lot of times,
Yeah.
or because I look mean, so some people that might scare people sometimes. I don't know.
Why is it that? That's another thing, right? Because I always been
Big exaggeration. You hear them? They talking about that.
103. That seemed right to me.
Exaggerated, but go ahead.
I'm of a darker hue. I mean, all of us here, we of a darker skin tone or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that if a light skinned person always seem nice, but the black person always seem like they mean? I get that a lot. Oh, girl, I bet he mean. You don't even know me.
So light skinned people don't look mean too?
I don't know. I just feel like the darker people
Are matter with
get
light?
like that. No, I feel like we get like that mean misconception.
Oh.
I feel like we get that thrown on us. You think that's cause you I even heard damn, I forgot who I heard say it. Cash Doll, like I follow Cash Doll a lot,
Uh-huh.
and she be even saying that because she's not like
Right.
a lighter complexion that they be labeling her like is bitchy, and she be like, I just be chilling.
Oh, I don't know if it has to do with that completely necessarily, but I'm Jamaican, so I know I probably got like a
Oh,
natural
so it's
blood.
not a total
What's
exaggeration.
going on?
It's not a total
Blood
exaggeration
clot.
with you. Stop.
I might have a mug. I might get that, from my grandma. So it's just hereditary. So
Yeah.
I don't mean to, but it's like you have to get to know somebody. They gonna discriminate or say what they want to say about people regardless. Like, so.
Okay, we got a lot of viewers on our Facebook. I know you got a lot of viewers over there, and it should be
Yes,
a lot of guys. They probably want to know if you're single.
They said that.
I'm saying
Man, we just saying.
Yes,
we
And
We
somebody
say
in
they
my
probably
chat
should
will
ask
say
for
it
it.
doesn't matter if you're dark or light. It's about the vibe.
exactly.
I don't know. I just get caught mean a lot before people like actually get to know me,
Me too.
and I don't really know why. I'm just figuring like, I don't know. I don't want to like create no type of stigma, but I just feel like when you of a darker hue, like they give you that type of anger even when you ain't angry. Go off. Be at work somewhere where it's a lot of, different people, and you work in like a little corporate world, and you the darkest person in the room, and you just like, hey man, listen. They already thinking like, man, this motherfucker finna snap. And you might just be finna give everybody a little motivation.
In my case, most of the time, I'm probably finna snap.
Yeah.
But
I
you know,
I don't really be finna snap because I know they homeless. When people be homeless.
okay,
But yes, I'm very single.
that.
Say it again. We want
Oh,
to
we
make sure we
heard
get
you
you from
wrong.
every angle. We trying to get you
You
from
can
every
talk to
angle.
all of you. We got a camera right here. We got a camera right here, and we got the main camera right there. What you was saying, man?
I'm very single.
She very single. Hey, y'all get in that DM, man.
No.
Miss Raw. She
Yeah,
very
I
single.
mean,
We don't want her to get no sleep tonight. We want that shit all night. Boo-doo, 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 boo-doo. She just shot.
man, my phone
Hey.
died.
Hey, Capital Man.
Wow.
Man, say, nah, so it just so happened to die when they finna start getting in your
Get in
DM.
that. She
Boy,
gonna
I
wake up.
tell
It's
you.
gonna be
Yeah,
little.
you can use one of these phones, log in. Capital Man say light skinned niggas checking in.
Light skin on the check-in.
Light-skinned
You ain't
niggas.
mad then.
Alright, today
Shout out
is
to all the light skinned real niggas. I ain't giving y'all out, man.
hey, the day the 18th. So we got a big day coming up for all the burners out there. You know,
Yes.
420 is Saturday. Speaking of 420, you know that
420.
you're a part of the Culture Club tour.
Yes, absolutely.
so, how
Shout out
did
to DC, the rapper, and all the different artists that's going to be
Definitely.
performing.
how did it come about that you was able to get affiliated with the tour?
Well, I've known DZ for a while now.
Mhm.
He's somebody that I've known since I've been rapping, since I first started doing interviews. So I'm just very proud of him. He's growing his brand, and he's doing something where he's also an artist, but he's giving back to the community by letting different artists be a part of this platform. And just, they've been doing different tours, a lot of great people. So now it's just the 420 edition he brought me in.
Okay, is he from here?
He's from NMB.
Okay, cool. Shout out to NMB.
Yes.
Shout out to the Money Ave boys, man. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah. So, who's some of the acts that's gonna be on the show?
My phone died, and that's why I'm so
okay.
mad, because I was planning on reading the flyer, but just go follow DZ, the rapper, on IG. He has all the flyers. Or follow me, matter of fact, at Empress Raw, and it's all on my page, and you can see the different.
I know I saw Zoe Dollars performing. We got AP Greg.
There's a lot.
It's a ton of artists. I didn't get an email. I don't know why I didn't get an email DM.
Yeah, to probably host. If it's dope, don't fix it. We need to have a little
perform. Okay, to host. You can say to host, because I'm in the media world right now, but I'm also a rapper. So I didn't get a DM or nothing about jumping on the show. But we'll get there. We ain't tripping on that.
Do you know DZ the rapper?
Not at all.
Okay, so there's your answer right there. So you
That's
know.
all I
So
wanted
how
was
did
the
y'all, how
answer.
did y'all, like the performance y'all have, like how did y'all, based on who y'all was gonna get to perform? Like basically like just people he knew, like he
I guess
handcrafted
it's
it?
different. He put it out. Also, he asked like, "Who do you think should perform?"
Okay,
And a lot of people replied to that,
Yeah.
and they tagged
Yeah,
different
yeah,
artists and
people do
stuff. And then from there, just people he got relationships with, and you know, people who got a buzz. That's
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
I know around like the festival times or whatever, a lot of times it's okay, we'll listen to you, if you want to perform, but we're gonna give you this stack of tickets. If you can sell these tickets, you can get on the show. Like, do you know if you know?
I'm not sure, but I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Definitely not.
Honestly, not. I don't
Definitely
see
not.
anything
That
wrong.
makes sense.
I'm not sure exactly how the system is set up, but I don't feel there's nothing wrong with that. If it is, I think it's smart for them to do
Yeah.
that, because if you are an artist, you should have people that want to come and see you. And
Exactly.
if your dogs can't pay $20,
Exactly.
$10 to support you, but want to come in and drink all the Bel Air and want to get all the beer, or you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
like they should be contributing.
Definitely.
So, or you should have a fan base that if you selling tickets, people is buying it because
They
want
can't
to
wait to buy it. Exactly.
So, yeah.
So going back to your media side, like you remember your first interview?
Yes, it was DJ Khaled. My first interview was DJ Khaled at 99 Jams, and that's what made me want to do radio. The only reason I was doing it because I was trying to pass in my CD.
Yeah.
So they had like a contest. It was like, oh, you know, come out and meet DJ Khaled, be the guest host on 99 Jams. And I was like, okay, boom, I'm gonna get him.
So is this like in the MySpace era? What you
It was
could give us
like-
the time frame? Cause I was gone for a minute, so I don't
Yeah, it
really
was
know,
like it was after that, or like
Instagram was up and popping and
no,
Twitter.
it was actually like right after, like, or like probably MySpace
Okay.
era, and no, it was, and I went to the station. No, not the station. They had like a contest, and I didn't make it back to the next round. But then my homegirl hit me up on MySpace and was like, "Hey, I ain't gonna lie, they about to do the contest down south. You need to go. You did good yesterday. You need to see if you could get on." You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, "All right." And I made it that round. So then I made it to like the finals, and we got a chance to interview him. And when after I did that, and the response like of the audience of the whole contest, how I see how they reacted, I was like, oh, that sparked the idea, like, oh, okay, I might, you know, I'd be raw if I do that. So,
Were you nervous?
nah, no.
Cause Khaled wasn't really that famous though, like. at that time.
No, but he was still on 99 Jams, Khaled,
Yeah.
like, he was
Yeah.
still, you know
What he was I'm So Hood, or he was I'm So Hood, and then
he was out here,
Holla at
during
me,
that
baby.
time.
He will holla at me, baby Khaled.
No, during that time, he was like definitely like on the come up. You know, of course he not Snapchat blew him up and out the water a few years ago, but that just sparked me to saying like, damn.
when he started saying another one, and them shits kept coming, it was like, whoa, how you gonna catch him?
Yeah.
Shout out to Khaled too, man. I remember as a youngster, I used to see Khaled on the ad, man. I used to really be going to, dad. You know, I had a couple of things running through that.
May 17th too.
Okay, what's this? The Father of Assad?
Finally, the father of Assad. Can't wait.
On that.
That's gonna be the setup before Port of Miami 2.
Port of
What
Miami 2.
Could you
On the way.
since you plugging it in, what what you could tell us about Port of Miami 2? Like how far back is it going back? 'Cause, I mean, we had pushing it. We had the White House. He was really but he was really talking about the White House though. So I mean, how, like, what you could tell us about some of like the highlight points of Port of Miami too, like.
Well, I could say that, you know, he's taking his time with it, because you gotta think also, like, everybody's like, oh, what's up with Ross? I feel like, you know, he lost somebody that was very close to him, Black Gold, rest in peace.
R.P. the Black.
Black Gold, and, you know, so I feel like when he came back, he had a lot of things. He also, you know what I'm saying, he just had 2 kids within the last 2 years. So
That's a boss, like 2 kids and saying, hey, well, that's a
2
boss.
in
That's
2
boss.
years. So I feel like, you know, he really wanted to take his time and just give something great. He didn't want to rush it. He didn't want to, and plus, you know, I can only imagine with Black, like, he still kept working. He's always been doing his thing, whatever, but he just really wanted to be right for the people. He really wanted to come hard, and from what I've been hearing, it's gonna be worth the wait.
Hey divas! So if you're like me and you love cute and affordable pieces, get on over to Kanique Style Instagram page where you can find some cute items at a great price. That Instagram page is KENIQUE.STYLE. Later.
So right now, all it is Port of Miami 2, Father of Saw on the way.
Oh, so DJ Khaled is also on Maybach? Well, that's
No.
like
Part of the family,
Okay.
or extension of the
My
family.
bad. I don't know.
No, Cat is the best.
Okay.
Alright, this part of the show, we kind of, you know, I know it's your first time on the other side of the interview table, so now you can relax, kind of lighten the mood a little bit. It's a game that we call This or That. You know, we ask you, we give you a few things, you say either this or that.
Okay.
Alright, so let's go with Monica or Brandy. You ain't really got all that time that you take.
It's supposed to be rapid fire.
I'm gonna have to go with Monica.
I was
Okay.
thinking.
I'm Bad or Remember the Time.
Ooh.
Video.
Remember the time.
Yeah, or I'm Bad.
Remember.
I mean, it's yours. I can't.
Oh,
let me mind my
remember
business.
the Bad was crazy, but Remember the Time was like he brought all the, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
Egypt, and that was like
Yeah, he had all type of
a
royalty in that
movie,
thing.
like yeah.
Eddie was in there.
Magic Johnson was in
It was the
there.
blackest as he could ever be.
Yes,
Like, Michael will never be that black.
yes. Beautiful
You
black, you know, kings
Okay.
and queens. I love.
Iman. And then,
Yes.
who else was in there?
Oh, that's the that was the queen.
lady,
That's her
the
name. I didn't know her
Nefertiti.
name. Okay.
Yes, come on.
All right. Hype Williams or Lil X?
Hype.
Hype. Yeah. Okay.
Put your hands on my eyes, can see those.
That was Hype, right?
Oh, hype.
Hype. Everything Hype, man. God damn. John Singleton or Spike Lee? Hit him in the head with the. Hit him in the head.
I'm gonna tell you why that's crazy, because you know Spike is more popular and everything, but John Singleton gave us Menace to Society.
Wait,
Who-
actually he did.
Who gave us Menace to
That was
Society?
the Hughes brothers.
Remember,
Oh.
Pop on one of those.
Listen,
So,
okay,
don't
I'm
worry.
sorry. I
That's
thought it
honest
was John
mistake.
Singleton.
He
That's
gave me Boys in the
Boys in the
Hood.
Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
Poetic
Trey
Justice.
Angel.
Okay, because Menace to Society is like my
Yeah.
favorite, one of my favorite movies.
Poetic Justice also.
Oh wait, so John
What's his-
Singleton gave you who and who and who?
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood, Poetic Justice.
Higher learning.
Higher Learning. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, if you familiar with shows now, what it is?
Snowfall.
Snowfall.
Oh, I heard about that. It's that fire.
He also did Fast and the Furious 2. A lot of people don't know that. The one with Tyrese. Spike.
He also did Baby Boy.
He did Baby Boy.
John
Spike is
Singleton, Baby Boy. Spike Lee's Do the Right
Do
Thing.
the Right Thing, Inside Man,
School Days.
School Days,
Mo Better Blues.
Mo Better Blues.
I'm missing one. Crooklyn. Crooklyn was like my
Okay,
favorite
we gonna have to
movie.
go with Spike. Don't put some respect on Spike. Name.
I can't agree with that, but I feel you. I'm gonna respect that though. All right, Ice Cube as an actor or LL Cool J as an actor?
You can't be telling me to do it fast because I gotta contrast and compare. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
I ain't finna lie. LL Cool J played God though.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a lot. Boy, that movie was slept on. Boy, that's one that's one of my favorite movies though.
In Too Deep.
In Too Deep. Yeah, In Too Deep. One of my favorite movies.
Good.
You still ain't let us know.
Yeah.
Oh, LL. Okay. Over.
So since you said Menace to Society your best movie, right? Kane or O-Dog?
Ooh. Well, I was in love with Kane, you know, so he made me love Dope Boys. I love Kane, but
Really,
I love
Kane?
I love Old Dog too, cause he was crazy, you know, young
stupid
wild
nigga.
nigga.
Dumb nigga.
Yeah, that's different.
I mean, you gotta love O-Dog. He survived that end.
Hey,
He definitely survived. Yeah,
hey, chill.
Yeah, he ain't dead. That's one thing we can't say about Old Dog.
Stand up, Kane. Please don't die.
Oh man. All right, that was the
We all know what Kane and the Old Dog is good.
yeah, definitely.
He's always one like laid back, always telling the world, hey, what you doing, man?
And then always the crazy wild.
Speaking of that, so what's the worst death though? Kane or Ricky?
See,
I was
Oh, hold on, we gonna this,
I was
that,
hurt.
or the other. Let's
I
go
was
three.
hurt by
This,
both.
that, or the other. Kane.
I was more hurt for Kane.
Hold on,
Like, my
check it. I
first
got
house,
another one. I got another one.
He was
Kane.
just getting ready to move.
Kane, Ricky, or Cleo? What's the saddest death?
Well, shit by Cleo's side, man.
What?
She already knew what she
I mean,
had to
you
do,
right,
man.
you
Tighten
right.
up, man.
The song was sad.
Damn,
What's that
Kane.
song? What's that song, man? I ain't never
Brandy.
really find that. Huh.
Tamir, yeah, and I'll be missing.
That was after. I'm talking about when she was getting hit up. What the song they were playing? When
They
she
weren't
pulled
playing,
up.
Oh, I
Missing?
forgot. I don't know. She had a.
Oh, they were playing Bone.
Nah, they were playing another song, dog. When she had to crunk that bitch up,
Oh!
lit that bitch.
Hold on. I can't remember. You right,
It
too.
definitely wasn't that. What you just said.
Yeah, say it again.
You right. Nah, it was a lady singing, though.
Definitely was a lady. Say
And
it
they'll give
again.
out
You say it
plenty.
again, I might catch it.
I don't know the,
I might
I
catch
don't know
it.
the melody,
dog.
really, man.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we need to Google that, man,
Yeah,
because
we
that
definitely
it wasn't
need to.
missing you. It wasn't
Oh,
on. It wasn't
who
Bone.
was
It was like an old lady
Oh,
singing.
I'm gonna go with Kane.
Oh, so you picked Kane over O-Dog?
No, we said that
The
already.
saddest
The
death.
death.
Oh, so it's Kane,
Or-
Ricky.
Ricky was going to USC though.
Nah, but we
Kane.
knew when that car hit that corner, like, damn, Ricky.
But we knew Kane was gonna make it again, even when we saw him getting hit. It was
Oh, man.
over for him.
Nah, they.
It was over for him. He was.
I gotta say Ricky,
seeing
right.
his life
You
flash.
think Ricky was sad?
because Ricky was dead.
Ricky definitely was
Kane,
dead.
we don't know
He
if Kane
dying.
was dead, man. Kane might have pulled through.
Kane dead
I
in the
wanted
mud,
to
boy.
believe it too. I wanted
Kane
to.
I think
That's
Kane
right.
out of
That's
It's
this.
right.
the movie where Kane, Kane might have pulled through. I've been waiting for them to make a Menace to Society
Too,
again.
I would have been so happy.
With Kane like in a wheelchair, son.
Nah, ain't no way.
But then they just shot off the whole crew anyway, so.
Percy dead.
I'm imagining O-Dog putting the gun down and like, damn,
What's
Kane.
the
And
what's the
saving
name?
Kane for the second
Shaheem?
time.
Sharif out of there, he died. Nah, the big
Yeah.
nigga that was going to Kentucky.
He said,
He was in the
"Damn,
house.
Sharif." Yeah,
Yeah.
Sharif.
Yeah, Sharif
You
out of
remember
there.
O-Dog?
nigga.
Damn, Sharif.
Yeah.
Damn, Sharif out of there for real.
Sharif was
So who is left on the crew other than Stacy?
Kane was
It
still
straight
moving
Stacey.
though.
Stacey was finna start smacking Jada Pinkett anyway. Y'all
Who?
ain't peep it. Stacey was finna start smacking
What
her
you
dog.
call it? Chauncey wanted to smash, and you see that jealousy cause him
Yeah.
to send the tape off and get him jammed up.
Chauncey,
He
alright.
played though.
Alright, the worst fuck nigga out the movie.
Chauncey, automatically.
The nigga that in Belly like, I'm gonna drop
Chauncey.
dime on them niggas. Kane and Belly. I'm gonna drop dime on them niggas when they're eating a banana. He
Yeah.
green too,
Oh,
man.
yeah, yeah.
I'm finna say,
What about
like at the same
And the
time,
uncle from Paid in Florida now.
he wasn't the uncle though.
He was the nastiest of them all.
You feel me?
The
That was
uncle
the nigga
killed
who-
the little boy.
Oh, the sister boyfriend.
The sister boyfriend. See, I don't know
And the
about-
uncle.
The uncle killed
Oh,
the
nigga,
nephew.
God.
I don't know
Man.
about paid in full because Alpo really slumped rich too though.
The uncle
I
killed the
mean,
nephew. I don't
nah,
know
Rich-
if nobody dirty
Rich-
anymore.
Because one kidnapped the brother, and while the brother was kidnapped,
Rich still out here.
Rico, nah, man.
Yeah.
Rich Porter is dead.
Which one? Oh, that's AZ. That's out here. The other
AZ
nigga.
still
Okay.
alive. You know, Rich Porter was actually Puffy baby mama brother for real. Kim Porter, the lady who just died.
Oh, okay.
That was her real brother.
Who?
I ain't know that. Kim Porter, Puffy
I know, yeah.
wife.
Who was her brother?
Rich Porter, who they made paid in full about, Money Making Mitch. His real name was Rich Porter. Kim Porter, that's like her oldest brother, so it was kind of like, that's me.
Damn.
I'm a nerd on street shit
That's
like
what's
that. I
up.
just be into all type
That's
of.
major. You just put me on.
Yeah, I ain't know that either.
Yeah, the movie was actually made about her brother. She was actually talking to AZ when the movie was made. Like, Ace was her boyfriend at the time when it was made. Then she went to Albany.
Oh, the one who was like this. I was just gonna be boring with you, baby.
Yeah,
That was supposed to be Kim.
that was supposed to be Kim. Mitch's sister.
So yeah, shake your hand for
Hey,
putting me
boy, I
on.
damn sure ain't know.
Puffy from Harlem though,
Real
like you know all of them from
knowledge.
Harlem. Like Puffy allegedly,
Yeah, I
like
know
really
he
from
from
Harlem.
Harlem.
He really grabbed Kim from Harlem or whatever. I mean, you know, Fly High Kim Porter too. You know, she had passed away a while ago. So,
Definitely.
Man, the biggest upset of all, since you talking about passed away, got to be Nipsey Hussle. That's just so fresh.
so I'm
I
glad
need
you
a
brought that up.
glass. People, I need some Bel Air.
Oh, you ready to
This
drink now?
point, if we
Okay,
gonna be
okay.
talking about Nipsey.
You
at
say
this
something for
point.
you. Now,
Pouring up.
you know, like I was telling you, you know what I'm saying. I just came home 4 months ago from a 10-year bid.
Welcome
And
back.
I was actually bumping Nipsey. Like, that shit was like, I was fucking with dude because at a lot of that time, it was a lot of like, it wasn't a lot of music I could feel. I ain't gonna lie. It was a point in time where I had a playlist, you know, like I had a little MP3 player, like they give you MP3 players in the
I be
state.
wanting to know how y'all get to know what the music is.
Well, I actually had
Y'all
a
got
phone. I was actually like playing with phones a little bit, moving in and out with phones. But we actually got a little MP3 player in there. And my MP3 player, I had a playlist. It only had Bryson Tiller, Exchange, and I had Don't, and it had
Don't.
Nipsey Hussle, and it had Yo Gotti, Mama. It had like I had like a whole playlist of Yo Gotti, Mama, and I had that what Rick Ross song I had. I kept playing that shit. That shit was
Something about Black Market.
with CeeLo. Now I was old. I mean, you know, I'm getting the songs late.
Oh, you talking about Tears of Joy.
Woo, goodbye.
Tears of Joy. That's one of my favorite songs of all
And I
time.
love it. Woo.
Yeah.
Last night I cried tears of joy. Like that was my playlist. I had that Bryson Tiller. I had Nipsey. I had Yo Gotti, Mama. I need to see you hustle. I'm gonna look out for Mama. That's my big brother. But anyway, Nipsey Hussle was on the playlist, and I was like, damn, this nigga really like.
Rest in peace.
He talking that lingo, and it's crazy cause you know niggas in Florida so like you know territorial, like niggas want fucking with him. And I was like, man, I'm tripping, like this nigga really like. And I just was inspired. I think I don't think it was Mailbox Money. I actually think I was bumping Crenshaw. It was right after Mailbox Money. It had to be like 16. Like Mailbox Money came out at like 15. I missed that. But I heard him talking about it, like on TMZ or whatever, how he put out the mixtape for him. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
So that's the one that was $100? The Mailbox Money or the Crenshaw?
I'm thinking it was either Mailbox Money
No, it was
or Crenshaw. Crenshaw was the $100 tape. So that's the one I was actually bumping because I went back and I was like, come on, man.
It was hard.
$100.
That's what
I ain't gonna lie, he was talking that shit though. It's like
that's for me when I heard
He was
about him
deep in that
because it
shit.
was like, who in the hell got the balls to say you got to buy my mixtape for $100? You know
But
what
it
I'm
actually
saying?
came with other stuff, but it's just like, what the fuck, man?
But
What
that
you
was the
doing?
main, yeah. So
Yeah.
it finally, because what happened to him, what made him catch on was Jay-Z.
He bought by
100
100 of them. Yeah.
right? So
100 hundreds for all you
and the thing with
lame.
Nipsey Hussle, like he had a few deals on the table. Like at one point, Ross was really trying to get him. He was around the set a lot, and they offered him a good deal, but he figured if he went with Ross, then all the hard work his team put in, like they got left behind. So he really wanted to do it with
because he only had to. He can only bring who he could. You know what I'm saying?
It would have just been him, but his whole team would have just been. You know what I'm saying?
That
He would have had a
all
good
money, yeah.
rap career, but yeah, he would have left them behind. So he made the decision to
But he
go
always
ahead.
did.
That was
Big Duck Ross.
that was his next move. So he was like, I ain't gonna go with Ross. I gotta do something crazy. I'm gonna have to come up with a budget myself to support my music. So he said, you know what? I'm gonna put out this project. I'm gonna sell it for $100, and if I could sell this many here, like I'll make my budget to be able to, you know. And that's what he did. And once Jay-Z caught on and heard about it and did that, of course, it just made the buzz go up. And then he was crazy enough after that project, the next project he dropped, can't think of the name right now, but he dropped
I think it was Crenshaw too, though.
$1,000.
See, I thought it was a typo. I read that like after
Yeah.
he passed, but I'm thinking they was mistaking that $100 album with $1,000. But he dropped one for $1,000 for real. I ain't know that. Shout out to that boy,
Yeah,
man.
but
Rest in
it's
peace,
just
bro.
everything to see his legend that what he left behind. I feel like.
I mean, it's just good to see like real niggas make it, like, cause you know I'm a rapper and you know my dog a rapper and we've been rapping like for a while, like niggas know about us, and it's kind of like niggas that tell you, oh, you know what I'm saying, we need a hit, and I be telling niggas, hold on, what you mean we need a hit? Because in my opinion, the music that they playing in the clubs is all regional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every club finna play something different. Unless it's like just a big ass song. So when niggas like Nipsey Hussle, a solid nigga who making solid music, you know what I'm saying? Like no disrespect to niggas who doing auto-tune, but we talking about a nigga who rapping just simply about what he's seen. Like a stand-up dude, like when somebody that make it to the
Maybe a
level where he
little
made it at.
disrespect to them niggas. I don't care. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But at the same time, he did have a line in his song where he was like, this ain't that widow music y'all niggas used to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so
I just
felt that nigga.
it's crazy that he's bigger in death than in life. I wish he would have seen how much love that he really got when it all went
Definitely.
down, and it's just
What?
crazy to me because just to imagine, like, at first when the news came out, you thinking maybe it could have been like a blood or somebody, but somebody on set, like.
Somebody in your own set who was basically following the rules. I mean, I was locked up with a lot of gang banging, so you know what I'm saying. I kind of know the protocol.
Mm-hmm.
And he was following protocol. Like this dude went renegade and come on, man.
It's like, how could you do that? And it was just amazing though, like when his energy is pretty much felt. It just, for me, it made me want to hustle harder. Like, that made me think about my legacy, what I'm gonna go leave here when I'm gone. You know, it just made me, you know, search. And I feel like sometimes, you know, that's why God got to do that, take these soldiers from us, so it could kind of like open your eyes and just, you know, make you look at yourself and what can you do.
I mean, you know, people look at it as in many different ways. Some people feel like when you have reached that pinnacle of spirituality, that God take you, because you know what I'm saying, you know you in tune though, whatever. But then on the flip side, it's just like, you know, God just teach the world a lesson. But whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying.
Condolences to his family and prayers.
Definitely, man. A lot of craziness happened behind that. I don't know, man. I got a couple homeboys, so I hope if a nigga talk crazy about me or not, I hope somebody at least hit him in his mouth or something.
Oh, nigga definitely getting punched in the nose, like right in the dead center. There's a quick sock.
I mean, y'all ain't. I don't want nobody to go to prison. Like y'all ain't got to kill him, but when y'all see him at snappers or what, since we got the Bel Air Rose, if y'all catch him at finger licking or something, like, you know, at least put your hands on him, like. Don't
It's only right, though.
Vice versa, like if one of my niggas died, the nigga talking crazy or something, like.
Look, all y'all
doing this shit.
y'all viewers, y'all make sure y'all tune in. I'll be having a music review show tonight also. And one last thing, we got a game. We
He
call.
rubbing his hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, we got a game. It's called 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. That's the name of the game. I'm gonna read a statement to you.
She took a
and
big
then I'm
one.
gonna ask you a question.
Let me get you
All
some.
right.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna read. We ain't had nobody to get it yet. I've been doing this for the last 10 weeks. We ain't had nobody to get you. I'm gonna give you 10. You get 10 seconds. I'm gonna read a statement to you, and I'm gonna ask you a question. You gotta name 5 of these things. I'm gonna read a statement and ask you a question. Okay?
Read a
I'm
statement.
gonna read a statement, and then I'm gonna ask you a question. You gotta give me 5 of these things in 10 seconds. Okay?
Okay.
All right. In kindergarten, you're 5 years old. 3rd grade, you're 8 years old. 5th grade, you're 10 years old. In the summer, after 7th grade, you could get a summer job, right? Name 5 Disney movies, not named Lion King or Cinderella.
Oh man, that's the easy one.
5 Disney.
4, 3, 2, 10.
You hit me. How you gonna take Lion
Hey, it don't
King?
matter. I don't know.
You took away Lion King and
I just took
Cinderella.
away Lion
Exactly.
King.
Like he gave me nothing to work with.
I took Lion King and
Nope.
Cinderella.
Yeah,
So
well,
now,
nothing to work
Snow
with.
White.
okay, I took Lion King and Cinderella. Now all you got is
Leo.
115 left.
Mm-mm.
I left you with 115.
The
I
Jungle
don't
Book.
know.
Oh,
Y'all
man.
got kids, huh? Y'all would
Yeah,
answer
yeah,
that.
yeah,
See?
yeah.
You need 10 more seconds? All right.
No.
You got, when you 5 years old.
Nope. Next question.
Okay, all right. On HGTV, they got a show called Fix This House, another one called Fixer Upper, and those shows are when, you know, people buy houses and they, you know, try to flip them, and they are either they'll show you the steps to go when buying a home, they'll show you like the closing and, you know, the different steps it is to buy a home. So can you name 5 sitcoms where the house isn't upstairs and downstairs?
Oh shit.
Whoa.
7, 6,
All them shits
Five,
that I'm gonna name,
four,
Family Matters.
3,
I don't know nothing.
2,
You
10.
good. Hey, you good because what makes you even think to ask some shit like this, bruh?
That's just
You
the
know.
Hey,
I've been
I
asked
mean,
this
I
question.
don't know.
And
I'm
you
just
know, like all them shit that
I don't
Cosby,
know
Full
nothing.
House,
I
all them that.
So now, if I
The Golden
line,
Girls.
I could tell you 10 of them things without an upstairs and
Listen,
downstairs.
he like, where were these questions?
The Golden Girls,
That's a
Perfect
good question.
Strangers, Mork and Mindy, Three's Company.
See,
Right.
you going on, you on TV land with
I'm
it
on
right
TV
now.
land,
You
yeah.
on TV land.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm an 80s baby. I was a mama's boy.
I'm
so
thinking
so that's
like
a
Martin. I'm thinking like Friends, Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, facts, Frasier.
You know, Frasier. You
Martin
feel me?
had an apartment.
Ain't no upstairs and downstairs in that bitch,
But
right?
you did say a house though.
Thank you.
Where the six.
So wait, is that counting?
See, now y'all.
Is that counting?
Oh Lord.
I'm with her though. I'm with her though
Think about it.
because now I'm
One
trying.
thing about it, he is one of the guests that ain't get it.
I
So
did
of course he gonna try to come
Hold
and
on,
tell
hold
us
on.
this
How many I had though? I had a lot though.
Wow.
Hey,
I named the Golden
I'm
Girls.
like, shit. You ain't get it in 10.
I named Mork and Mindy
10.
because I used to watch them. Nah, I ain't naming them. But Martin definitely.
Hey,
yes.
this was the It Was Dope Don't Fix It podcast. I would like to thank my co-host Gas Mask and my special guest, Miss Empress Raw. Please follow her on Instagram at Empress Raw.
Please.
Yeah.
Like, comment on everything she posts. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at If It's Dope Don't Fix It. Remember, we got the music review every Thursday and Friday. Send that music to ifitsdope@gmail.com.
And please come check me out, 420. You know what I'm saying? Pull up on us. Make sure you follow me at Empress Raw, like you said, to see the flyer.
You
Culture
was bearing
Club
gifts.
tours.
Did you bring us some tickets?
No, but I did bring you some Bel
Where did they
Air.
find some tickets? Cause I'm gonna have to
DZ the rapper hit DZ up.
Yeah.
you know, it's a dub to get in. It's gonna be all type of vendors,
Where is
all
this?
type
Where
of
is it? Is it in
treats and
Wynwood?
everything
No, it's in
like that.
Hialeah, right? Like,
You have to look on the flyer.
DZ the rapper, please follow him on Instagram. That's where you can find the information. I'm gonna make sure
This
I
shit probably
post
gonna be
this.
the biggest one of the.
Out of the
Yeah, cause it's a lot of them things,
and
and
you know, it's just positive vibes.
Yeah.
We coming to vibe up. We going up. You know what I'm saying? It's only a dub.
tonight,
Get
recess.
your tickets, pull up on me. And this is the best way too, because I know rappers like to give me CDs and check me out, I'm hot and
For
stuff
real?
like that.
That happened to you a lot?
I like every day.
So
I
you
like
don't hear
to
rappers.
I like to see people in person. Like I like to see people on the stage. I like to see people out networking, and because that means you really want it. Anybody could go in your DM or be lazy or at you and say, "Oh, this me, I'm the hottest nigga," and whatever.
She give me y'all good advice. I was just gonna ask her that.
I want to see you in the field. You
Definitely.
feel me? If you know, okay, this is where it's at. Like, pay your $20. You know, you gonna network and get meet different. That's how you do it. Not, I'm gonna spam you every day. I'm gonna send you my music every day. But I never seen you in the streets. I never seen you. You know what I'm saying? Networking. I never seen you pushing nothing. Like, that's how you get your buzz up. So, you know.
Y'all heard it. Yeah, I heard it. A lot of y'all just dropping these mix. Can I say that? I don't want to offend nobody.
Fuck them niggas. I mean,
If it ain't dope,
She
if it's dope,
just
don't
gave y'all
fix
some
it.
good
Yeah.
advice.
Dope.
A lot of y'all got 3 followers, and you talking about you gonna drop a mixtape, and you wonder why only the 3 followers brought it. You know, she gave y'all a little advice. I don't really have no advice because I ain't no successful rapper, but the people who in the field letting y'all know, you know what I'm saying, make yourself sociable. You gotta be
gotta
basically.
get at that.
gotta
Niggas in
fix
Miami say, I ain't friendly, or they expect like,
Tell
somebody's
them,
gonna
don't
give you,
sugarcoat.
somebody gonna give you something. No, work. Like,
I needed to hear that. Though. I don't know who need to hear that, but I
I
definitely
don't know who
need
need
to hear
to
that.
hear it, but you know, cause it's a million niggas every day that's gonna feel like they hot. You know, the internet has made it so much easier. Yes, you can network and stuff, but you can't expect that Meek Mill or whoever you
Networking
add
ain't the
in,
same as getting somebody attention though.
it's not.
I'm asking.
What you mean?
I mean, like, networking, you could be on the internet and send out 50 songs a day, but that ain't the same as somebody actually seeing you and locking in on you and you having their attention, like their undivided attention.
This game is all about building relationships.
Yeah.
It ain't even like, okay, with Ross, with everything I did, I was talking about Bel Air for 4 years before they gave me a deal. I was, you know, hollering at Ross and stuff like that, but you gotta speak things into existence.
Definitely.
You
True,
know?
true.
And you gotta have a game plan, like you gotta visualize stuff, write it out, and really plan things.
Oh, she giving y'all the game. She knows something, though.
I'm on that Bel Air right now. So
Y'all gotta pay for that later. We giving it out right now.
Give me free game right
We
now.
giving it out right
But
now.
it didn't just happen overnight for me. You know, this is over like 10 years of me grinding before I caught the attention of Ross.
And congratulations, like
Thank you.
that's a big thing. We appreciate you
Thank
coming.
you, thank
know what I'm
you.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to keep it real, because I remember where I started. I had one listener, you know what I'm saying, listen to me, and I changed one listener into thousands of listeners. You feel me? So for me, it ain't too big or too small. Like, I'm in the hood, I'm gonna come through and holler, because you never know who's gonna be next. You feel me? And that's why the hood loves me, because I keep it real. So, but you just can't expect nobody to give you nothing. You gotta work for it. You gotta speak the things you want. You gotta see it. You gotta go for it. And don't expect no handouts. Nobody don't owe you nothing. Get your buzz up. Stop complaining and crying about.
That's a quotable. I'm quoting that tomorrow. So
Get
like,
your buzz up.
Get your buzz up.
Get your
Empress
buzz
raw.
up. You feel me? Like, don't cry about it. The same time you could, these niggas ain't showing me no love. Okay,
Nah,
they showing you
people
no
say that.
love. No, I'm just saying, like, if people
Oh,
say
niggas
niggas don't
definitely
show
say
you
that.
no love, then go where the love at. Go to another city. Go up the road and
Get
put
on
your
the Greyhound,
Go
nigga.
outside of where they not showing you no love at. You feel me? But don't just sit back and complain. Everybody can do that.
Bel Air got Miss Empress Rock giving the game out
Giving
right
that
now.
game.
But
Man, like,
hey, This was the If It's Dope, Don't Fix It podcast.
For real.
Y'all can catch this whole episode tomorrow. Fuck it, I'm posting it tomorrow on YouTube.
Do it.
Yeah. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to the If It's Dope, Don't Fix It podcast. Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook at If It's Dope, Don't Fix It. If you would like to have promotion or have your music reviewed on the show, please send an email to ifitsdope@gmail.com. That's ifitsdope@gmail.com. Yeah.
See, I got a man, how she got her lips poking out, hips all poking out, so I'm like, fuck it. Say I'll take the Patron straight to the nugget. Back of your throat, back where